Several royal experts claimed the Duke of Sussex was naive about what would happen with his family after writing his nuclear tell-all spare. Prince Harry is said to be lonely 5 years after moving to California. Several royal experts made the claim, believing that the Duke of Sussex has been feeling isolated across the pond as he continues to try to carve out a relevant role for himself in America. Harry is in exile, he chose it. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams claimed to Fox News Digital. It's lonely, and he will undoubtedly miss his friends and family. There is no sign whatsoever of the rift in the royal family healing. King Charles and the Prince and Princess of Wales have, to put it mildly, other priorities. I think Meghan is undoubtedly the dominant person in their relationship, said Fitzwilliams. I don't doubt he wishes they had managed to arrange a half-in, half-out arrangement with the royal family, especially as his military links meant so much to him. British broadcaster and photographer Helena Chard told Fox News Digital there's no turning back for Harry, especially after he wrote his explosive memoir, Spare, and revealed personal details about his family. Harry is in exile, he chose it. It's lonely, and he will undoubtedly miss his friends and family. There is no sign whatsoever of the rift in the royal family healing. King Charles and the Prince and Princess of Wales have, to put it mildly, other priorities. Richard Fitzwilliams, royal expert. A self-assured, self-titled, angry Prince Harry thought it was completely okay to publicly verbally annihilate his family, said Chard. It is said he was naive and didn't realize it would upset his family. He didn't realize that his actions would cause such a fallout with his family and the public. The statements were made after Vanity Fair published a scathing cover story about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's life in California. A spokesperson for the couple didn't immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment about the lengthy feature. The 40-year-old has had a troubled relationship with the royal family since the couple quit royal duties in 2020 and moved to the wealthy, coastal city of Montecito. According to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, the unbearable intrusions and racist attitudes of the British media prompted the move. Since they departed from royal life, the couple has aired their grievances. But it was Harry's 2023 tell-all that royal experts believe further isolated him from his family. In great detail, he discussed his issues with his family, calling Prince William both his beloved brother and arch-nemesis. He also accused the offices of his father, brother, and stepmother, Queen Camilla, of making leaks to the media in an attempt to burnish their reputations. According to Vanity Fair, someone privately asked Harry in 2023, after the book was published, whether he had heard from his family. He hadn't. When the person asked the prince whether he thought he was going to, he said he hoped so. That's what made me so sad, the source told the outlet. His hope seemed very genuine, and I was just like, oh no. The source believed that Harry hadn't realized the damage he had caused with Spare, the power of the written word, and the power of the narrative. I don't know if that's something he understood while he was doing it, said the source. And it seemed that Harry didn't have many people in California to confide in. One person claimed to the outlet that Meghan Markle was upfront about the fact that Harry hadn't made many friends yet. I think Harry doesn't know what he wants because he grew up in a fishbowl, and so he doesn't know what real life really is, said the source. I think he probably wants to be left alone and be able to go kiss babies every once in a while but not have to worry about money. I don't think he wants to be famous the way Meghan wants to be famous. Chard claimed to Fox News Digital that signs of paranoid upset have become evident in Harry. She said that he gradually phased out close friends who he deemed not woke enough or friends he accused of violating his privacy by leaking stories to the press. Kinsey Schofield, host of the Today for Daily podcast, told Fox News Digital that Harry's life in California is incredibly reserved. He is socially awkward when it comes to developing new and meaningful relationships, she claimed. He was heavily sheltered growing up and developed his best friendships in school. But those people are. He has sacrificed everything, Schofield reflected. I do think he still feels a loss. One source who worked closely with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex told Vanity Fair that Meghan, 43, is the one who makes things happen in their relationship. I can picture him meeting Meghan and being just a deep breath of like, "I've been so exhausted, and you make everything so easy," said the source. "I don't want to be like, oh, it's an Oedipus thing or whatever, but it kind of feels like she's reparenting him in a way." Sources also told the outlet that the couple initially struggled to find a compelling idea for a podcast on Spotify. There were discussions of a This American Life style show where Harry and Meghan would take turns talking to interesting civilian guests. Bloomberg reported that Harry wanted to host a series where he interviewed powerful men like Mark Zuckerberg, Vladimir Putin, and Donald Trump. "I have very bad childhood trauma. Obviously," a source recalled Harry saying, "My mother was essentially murdered. What is it about me that didn't make me one of these bad guys?" The source admitted the project would have been a booking challenge. But time was ticking, and the audio giant began applying pressure for the couple to produce anything that audiences would want to hear. An idea was pitched of Harry reviewing a hot chocolate every week while chatting with a different friend. There was also the possibility of Harry fixing something every week, ranging from a flat tire to global warming. He wanted to do a podcast about disabled people who compete in the Invictus Games, said the former Spotify employee. One potential employee claimed to the outlet that Harry's attitude was, "Well, why should I do this? And why are we doing this? Didn't Spotify pay you a lot of money to do this?" The source wondered. Another person inside the couple's circle noted, "He looks like the kind of guy who would, frankly, happily work for charities for the rest of his life and would be very happy if Meghan made all the money and he didn't need to." Schofield wasn't surprised. "Meghan does enable Prince Harry," she claimed. "He was not such an isolated character prior to meeting Meghan. I am told that Prince Harry blames the royal family for his and Meghan's professional failures. Harry still feels like the palace is working against them and turning the public against them, making it harder for them to make a living, which is simply not true. The royal family has moved on. Harry misses certain members of his family more than others," Schofield shared. "He would tell you that some in the others category make it harder for him to reconnect to the members who are important to him. I know he misses the popularity he experienced in the last few years as a working member of the royal family. He misses the respect he received because of his proximity to the crown and some of the old traditions. He misses the lack of responsibility. This is a man who only learned how to pay his phone bill 5 years ago. He desperately misses his old school friends who he didn't have to impress and certainly didn't judge him," Schofield added. Chard said that becoming a Hollywood star is not on Harry's to-do list. Instead, he wants to fully immerse himself in the projects and causes he wants to champion, the ideal work he would have done alongside the royal family. "Meghan takes charge and almost mothers Harry," Chard claimed. "Harry allows and enjoys this. I don't feel he is keen on Hollywood life. He doesn't enjoy or feel the need to hobnob with the rich and famous. He loves nothing more than being with his family at his Montecito home." Schofield said that if Harry focuses on his solo engagements and philanthropic projects in the year ahead, people will be less judgmental. The more Meghan leans into Hollywood and red carpets, the more resentful the public becomes, Schofield claimed. Harry's distance from the frivolous and shallow is his strength.